Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this in one go, so if I stumble over my words going forwards, I apologise in advance, and I should also apologise in advance if the quality of this video is fairly poor, if there's any lag, anything like that at all. Sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it's not too much of an issue for you. So, this is yet another Eurovision Song Contest 2020 related video. Earlier on, I filmed my sort of reaction video where I listened to snippets of the second semi-final songs in contention for Sweden, Melodifestivalen of course, and I have now listened to snippets of all of the songs in contention for Italy, as their Sanremo Music Festival is very much underway and will conclude this weekend at the time of recording this video. But Serbia's songs have also been revealed today. Now I have some information in front of me to make sure I don't forget anything. Serbia will be in the first half of the second semi-final in Rotterdam on the 14th of May. They've won Eurovision before, of course, 2007. First appearance as an independent country, Molitva, fantastic song, one of the all-time great Eurovision winners as far as I'm concerned. Beovizija is the name of the national final, 50% jury, 50% televoting, first semi-final at the end of this month, second semi-final also at the end of this month, and then the finals on the 1st of March. There's a whole bunch of musicians involved, 12 in each semi-final. I'm going to be reacting to the songs in just a moment. Songs to watch out for on paper: Oči Meduze by Andrea Jo and Isidora Mitic. That's co-written by Jimmy Jansson, who's a big Swedish singer-songwriter, Paula Hammarlund, who's written songs for Dolly Style, who've been involved in Melfest before, and Laurel Barker. That's an interesting songwriting team. Maybe it's a rejected Melfest song and they've just turned it into Serbian. Changed the language, I don't know. Worth keeping an eye on Asta La Vista by Hurricane, which is Sanja Vucic's band. She, of course, represented her country as a soloist in 2016. Daniel Kajmakowski, who represented North Macedonia, as they're now known, in 2015, has co-written a song for Igor Simic. Vladimir Grajic, who I believe was one of the songwriters for Molitva, has co-written a song for Marko Markovic. Sashka Yanks, who's been involved in the Serbian national final before, has written a song for Milica Misic. And Kristina Kovac, who's involved in the Slovenian national final and represented Slovenia in 2014, has co-written a song for Sanja Bogosavljevic. So, Beovizija, the semi-final 1 recap, has been uploaded by Misja Eurovizija. I'm going to give you my absolute first initial thoughts. If you can hear any dog barking in the background, I really do apologise for that. It's so irritating. But anyway, here are my first thoughts on the semi-final 1 songs for Serbia. Beovizija, let me know your thoughts. First up is Trag by EJO. Quite upbeat, a little bit disco. Not that amazing though, in all honesty. Not a big fan of that. Next up is Kisha by Milica Misic. Ballad, good singer. There's a dreamy quality to this one. Not really going anywhere though. Next up is Ivan Kurtic featuring Mystic Cello with Sabalje. Sabaile. This feels quite traditional. Not really doing anything for me. Next up is Thea Devi with Sunji Dan. Okay. This isn't bad. Need to hear more of that. That sounded the best one so far. Next up, this looks like a bit of a rock song. Ona Me Zna by Charisma. Maybe not. Appearances can be deceiving. This is low-key acoustic guitar. This is quite pleasant, but probably stands no chance of success. That sounded fairly good. Next up is Oči Meduze. Now I said this is one to keep an eye on. It's Andrea Jo and Isidora Mitic. I thought Andrea was going to be female, but apparently not. Apologies there. It's a pop song. Yeah, this isn't bad. It's not amazing, though. Next up is Sanja Bogosavljevic. That's a long name, isn't it? With Ne Pushtam. Yeah, this is fairly nice. But we have so many songs like this every year in contention for the Balkan nations. A guy with a trumpet. Is that a trumpet? Looks like it. Marko Markovic with Kolachi. Oh, yeah. This is good. Very bouncy sort of song. Ah, this is fun. That's probably the best one so far. Marko Markovic. And that's the song that's co-written by Vladimir Gorajic. Nice. Next up, is Serdan Lazic with Dusha I Telo. This is pop. Feels a little bit dated, but this is fine. This is fine, but feels a little bit dated, yes. Next up is Neka Ukraden with Bomba. She seems like quite a famous musician in Serbia. Let me know your thoughts if you are from Serbia, of course. I'm sure you're very familiar with her name. But that song's not really that amazing. I am only hearing short snippets, though. Next up is Amvon Duo I Bilja. Well, they're not even listed here. With Rai. Oh, there we are. There we are. Biljana Đurđević and Amvon Duo with Rai, or Raj. This isn't bad. Little bit of violin. This is okay. Next up is Igor Simic with Ples sa Rastanak. A lot of these songs are a bit samey, not going to lie. This is fine. Seems fairly current. That's it for the first semi-final, and I have to say I think the one that stood out the most to me there was the guy with the trumpet. What's his name? There he is, Marko Markovic. That was probably the best one for me there, and I also quite liked Thea Devi and Charisma. So moving on to semi-final 2, Mr. Eurovizija again. Let me know your thoughts. Second semi-final, recap, here we go. First up is Lift. This is a bit of a rock song surely, with Samo Mikaji. This isn't that heavy, though. More pop rock, I suppose. Lacking something. Really lacking a little extra power. But it's fine. Next up is Bane Mojicevic. He's holding what looks like a glass of champagne. Svet sa prokletia. This is okay. That's not too bad. Next up is Bora Dugic, who I believe was the representative for Serbia a couple of years ago. Was he not? Yes, 2008. He was on stage with Jelena Tomasevic. Well, he's back with Bal Cubano, and the song is called Svadba Velika. This is a little bit similar to the song that I liked in the previous video. Trumpet guy. Oh. Oh. I think that's going to have a lot of fans. Not bad. That would be very fresh at Eurovision. Next up we have a very beautiful woman, Bojana Mašković with Kao Muzika. Okay, this is a stirring ballad. It's okay. It's okay. Next up is Naiva, who is a female musician, with Bash Bash. Bit jazzy. That's fine, but probably wouldn't do well at Eurovision. If it went. Next up is Rocha Etno Bend. I think that's a typo. Rocha Etno Band with Samot Umesh To. All male. Fairly upbeat. Traditional elements in this, but I'm not a huge fan. Next up is Lazar Zivanovic with Puklo Yenebo. This is okay. Yeah, this is fine. Need to hear more of it. Apologies if the quality's gone a bit funny, by the way. Next up is Ivana Jordan with Villa. Okay. This feels a little dated as well. Pop song. She's written this herself. Not really a fan of that. Next up is Nenad Ceranic with Veru Usebe. Okay, this is quite low key. Bit ethereal. Oh, I quite like this. Needs to be a little bit more powerful in the vocal department maybe, but that sounds quite promising. Quite liked that. Next up then, on paper, the favourite surely. Hasta la Vista by Hurricane. It's pop. I expected as much. This isn't bad. This is surely a contender. Yeah. Next up is Anna Milenkovic with Taina. Ballad. She was part of the backing group for Maria Serifovic in 2007. It's okay, but not that memorable. And finally, I think this is the last one, it's Milan Bojakovic featuring Oliver Popovic with Niti. Ooh. Bit hypnotic. Very different in tone. Again, doesn't really feel that memorable, and that's it. Well, Hurricane stood out for me there, as did Borra Dugic and Balcubano. I think those are the main two. That's it. Let me know your thoughts. Serbia, Beovizija, not bad at all. Some songs there really sounded quite interesting, and I feel as though I'm forgetting one in that particular video. Which one was it? Hurricane. Nenad Ceranic. Yes, I quite like that as well. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe there's a clear favourite. Maybe there's a song that you really love that I was indifferent to. And that's it. I don't think there'll be another video today. Lots of stuff happening in the world of Eurovision. More videos will follow at some point. More blog posts will follow at some point. There'll be links in the description to all my other social media pages. Feel free to watch my other videos. It's much appreciated. Your support really does matter. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, roll on Eurovision 2020. That was the Serbian songs. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.